Rappers who fell off in 2019. Before we begin, remember to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Number 9. Lil Yachty. You've probably heard someone say Lil Yachty fell off every year since 2017, but is 2019 the straw that broke the camel's back? Yachty began to build his audience in 2016 with the release of his debut mixtape, Lil Boat. Though the album was met with mixed critical reviews, Yachty's unconventional sound, dubbed bubblegum trap by the singer himself, secured him a solid spot in the ranks as the newly emerging SoundCloud scene. However, it was his collaborations later that year with Dram on Broccoli and Kyle on I Spy that gave the Lil Boat his first taste of regular radio play and launched him into superstar status. Unfortunately, it was mostly downhill from there. His 2017 album Teenage Emotions was met with unenthusiastic reviews, and only a few of his tracks that year, such as Peekaboo, Ice Tray, and D to the A, gained traction. In 2018, Yachty pumped up his output with 2 full-length releases, and was again met with lukewarm reviews and no charting singles. As 2019 winds down, we've seen no releases from the rapper this year. Besides a legal battle over unpaid costs for jewelry and a delayed album in October, Yachty has pretty much been MIA. Number 8. Blueface. Blueface may be one of the first rappers to make millions off of memes. While Blueface began rapping in 2017 after a chance encounter with a friend at a recording studio, he received modest attention until the music video for his 2018 song Respect My Crippin' went viral. Blueface's unconventional voice and offbeat flow was the subject of countless memes, but brought attention to his music, causing his song Thotiana to skyrocket into popularity. To date, the song has been remixed upwards of 8 times, including artists such as Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Despite being signed to Cash Money West in 2018 and receiving cosigns from major artists such as Drake, none of Blueface's following releases could replicate the success of Thotiana. As of today, Blueface has released 14 singles, but none except Thotiana has ever charted higher than number 30 on the US Billboard charts. Though his debut studio album was announced in October of 2019, neither of its 2 singles even charted. Despite features from Gunna and Jeremiah, the album was supposed to be released on December 6th of 2019, but clearance issues have indefinitely delayed the recording. While a solid debut album could save Blueface's career, his reign could be over before it ever really started. Number 7. The Game. In the early 2000s, The Game had taken the rap game by storm. After a bidding war between Sean P. Diddy Combs and Dr. Dre, The Game found himself signed to Aftermath Records and affiliated heavily with international superstar 50 Cent. The Game was marketed heavily as a, quote, real gangster, and his criminal past and upbringing in Compton was a major focus of his brand as he garnered buzz. For many, his debut record, The Documentary, is still one of the best West Coast records ever released, giving The Game his first number 1 on the Billboard chart with the single Hate It or Love It. He continued to have a prolific and successful career, releasing a total of 9 studio albums and 2 Grammy nominations, 2 BET nominations, and 3 Billboard nominations. However, as the landscape of rap has changed and the gangster brand is no longer relevant or popular as the early 2000s, The Game has often struggled to maintain relevancy. The Game is now best known for his social media antics, such as claiming that he slept with Kim Kardashian. Most recently, he drew massive criticism after overzealously talking about the death of his friend Nipsey Hussle, as many reviewers believe that he was trying too hard to make Nipsey's death about himself. The Game's newest album, Born to Rap, was his lowest first week of sales in his career, selling a mere 23,000 copies. This is a steady decrease in sales from the already first low week sales of his previous album, 1992, which only sold 32,000 copies. The Game has announced that Born to Rap is his last studio album. We'll never know if that was by choice or if he couldn't handle watching his legacy fade further. Number 6. Smokepurp. A producer turned rapper, Smokepurp is more famous for his affiliation with Gucci Gang rapper Lil Pump than he is for his own music. He even admitted he started rapping due to unimpressive beat sales. Though his rap career started strong with his viral hit Audi and collaborations with Lil Pump and the late XXXTentacion, Purp continued to see career trouble. He was signed to a division of Alamo Records and Cactus Jack, where his manager quickly staged an intervention in hopes of dealing with his well-known substance abuse issues. Perp took to the internet shortly after to air out complaints about the label, including lack of marketing and delays to his debut album Dead Star, which was met with negative reviews when it finally released in 2017. Since then, Perp has yet to release another project and is essentially faded into the public eye. It's no help that Lil Pump, his best friend and main link to the industry, has also faded from the spotlight, but we'll talk about that later. Number 5. YK Osiris. Probably the least surprising rapper on this list. YK Osiris gained initial popularity after his song Valentine was remixed by Lil Uzi Vert. Uzi's remix brought Osiris enough attention to help him get signed by Def Jam Records in 2019, and the label funded his debut album The Golden Child. Despite having features from larger artists like Tory Lanez and Ty Dolla $ign, the album peaked at 90 on the Billboard charts, and aside from its 2 singles, gained very little traction. Osiris has a decent enough singing voice, and his style is reminiscent of a heavily auto-tuned Usher, but the rapper has drawn criticism from the start for being relatively generic and uninspired. This was only greatly intensified by his disastrous XXL Freshman freestyle and XXL Cypher, where he was overshadowed by Megan Thee Stallion and DaBaby. What could have been a great opportunity for exposure caused Osiris to be the subject of ridicule. To top it off, on November 4th, Osiris was arrested for aggravated assault against his own girlfriend. He is currently involved in an ongoing legal battle because of the accusations. This is all combined to create a bleak second half of 2019 for the rapper, whose only scheduled appearance for the rest of 2019 is Rolling Loud Los Angeles. Number 4. Chance the Rapper. For many hip-hop fans, there is no one more disappointing to see on this list than Chance the Rapper. When Chance released his 2012 debut mixtape 10 Day and his 2013 mixtape Acid Rap, he was met with universal acclaim. Chance's anti-authority attitude, critical view of politics and police, open affection for drugs, and independent label status quickly garnered him a reputation as the subverse face of DIY internet-era rappers. In 2015, Chance welcomed the birth of his daughter, which led to a spiritual awakening and a shift away from his previously drug and alcohol-heavy lifestyle. This and his collaboration with Kanye West on the album Life of Pablo led to the inspiration for his debut album Coloring Book. Using Chance's well-respected status in the hip-hop community and Kanye's incredible clout, Chance was able to create a highly marketable album with massive features such as Justin Bieber and Lil Wayne. Though Chance received some criticism for his newfound religious overtones, the album was met with critical acclaim and catapulted Chance from a well-respected figure inside the hip-hop community to a household name. However, this all changed with the release of his most recent record. Amidst allegations over selling out and becoming increasingly corny, in part due to commercial affiliations with several big brands, such as Kit Kat, Chance released the album The Big Day, a concept album focused on his wedding day. The album was met with mixed reviews by critics, but met with massive backlash from fans, who felt the album was diluted and lacked the depth of his previous work. The album featured many cringe and sometimes downright bizarre lyrics, and a condescending tone that alienated many longtime listeners who identified with Chance's earlier content. The album received a 0 out of 10 by music reviewer Anthony Fantano, despite the fact that Fantano was historically supportive of Chance. While many artists have recovered from one bad album, Chance's dramatic 180-degree flip in quality and tone might have permanently stained his legacy. What do you think? Number 3. Quavo. When the song Bad and Bougie launched the rap trio Migos into superstardom, each rapper tried their best to capitalize off their newfound fame. This means that for pretty much all of 2017, at least one of the Migos seemed to be on every mainstream rap song. By far the most successful of the three was Quavo, who featured on various hit songs such as Congratulations, I'm the One, Portland, and Strip That Down. All 4 singles debuted in the top 10 of the Billboard 100. Despite Quavo's impressive track record, fans began to feel fatigued by the artist's sound, citing oversaturation and little growth in his music as the reason. The dynamic officially shifted with the release of Offset's solo album, Father of Four. The record displayed a more sensitive, introspective side of Offset, and was met with critical acclaim. The risks taken on the album earned Offset a reputation as the most musically developed of the trio. Since then, Quavo's output has drastically decreased, with much speculation that he's unlikely to release new material prior to the release of Migos' highly anticipated album, Culture 3. While Quavo will likely continue to enjoy success as part of the Migos, it seems the reign as the breakout star is officially over. Number 2, Sheck Wes. When Sheck Wes's hit Mo Bamba went viral in mid-2018, many people would have argued, with good reason, that he was the next in line to dominate the hype rap market. Already signed to A$AP Rocky's Cactus Jack Records, and with a triple platinum record under his belt, it felt like Sheck Wes was everywhere. Unfortunately, that was not the case for long. Despite the massive success of Mo Bamba, Wes's debut album, Mud Boy, gained very little traction. In fact, no other track from the album even made it to the Billboard chart. Even a feature on Travis Scott's massive Astroworld did little for Wes's career. 2019 has been no better for Wes. The beginning of the year found him caught in a controversy as the production studio Ridge Productions claimed he refused to pay for the cost of a music video they produced, and uploaded a dubbed version mocking the rapper. Only a month later, Wes's former girlfriend filed for a restraining order against him and accused him of stalking and domestic abuse. Wes went on to release 3 non-album singles, all which failed to chart. As of now, Wes has no announced upcoming album, and no scheduled performances for the rest of 2019. Talk about fading away. Number 1, Lil Pump. It's hard to name someone in recent memory whose rise to fame and fall from grace was so instantaneous. At only 19 years old, Lil Pump is the #1 artist who fell off in 2019. Originally gaining respect from Florida's underground music scene in 2016, Pump has cemented himself as the face of the SoundCloud rap generation by 2017. Songs like Ignorant, D-Rose, and Boss were viral sensations, racking up an impressive 75 million combined plays on SoundCloud. This attention earned him a record deal with Warner Brothers, which fell through only because he was a minor at the time of signing. Undeterred, Pump released his single, Gucci Gang, in August of 2017. The track was an instant hit, and has since been certified as triple platinum. His debut album, Lil Pump, is certified gold and peaked at number 2 on the Billboard chart, which led to the rapper re-signing with Warner Brothers in 2018 for a whopping $8 million. While recording his follow-up album, Harvard Dropout, Pump collaborated with Kanye West on the track I Love It, which became a smash viral hit and was certified double platinum in less than a year. Trouble started in 2018 when Pump had to delay his promotional tour and was caught in a controversy in which he was accused of being racist towards Asians. When Harvard Dropout finally released in 2019, it shocked fans and was met with widespread negative critical and public reviews. Amongst the largest complaints was obvious studio interference. Terrible hooks and cringy lines such as "I'm a millionaire but don't know how to read" filled the album. Fans felt that it was playing too heavily into Pump's Ignorant meme, and felt as if the records were manufactured by label executives who didn't understand why Pump's brand succeeded in the first place. Currently, Pump has no announced future album and no performances scheduled for the rest of 2019, except for Rolling Loud Los Angeles.